Hi, everybody. It's Ryan with Pie Records here with Garrett Keith from Running from Daylight, the pretty rad rockabilly band. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, Ryan?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good to finally meet you.
Good to meet you as well. It's been too long.
I know. It's been like a year.
Yeah.
So we got two things here for you. Let's start with Elvis Ain't Dead Yet. uh, this is out of Missing Fink, and Johnny's got some really wild colors, and he's really pushing you guys. What do you have to say about that 7-inch? How's it doing? How are you? How you feeling about it?
It's been doing really good. I think it was released back in February 2018. So we released Elvis Ain't Dead Yet as our first full length back the prior year. So the album was released April 2017. We got in touch with Johnny at Missing Fink. He's been a killer guy to work with, and we ended up putting out Elvis Ain't Dead Yet as our first single on vinyl. It's got Elvis Ain't Dead Yet, the title track, is the A side, and our tune Dead Man's Crossing is the B side. Johnny came up with some killer colors for it as well, the colored vinyl. The half of them were printed on red, and then the other half were printed on a really cool clear color. And one of the really cool things that Missing Fink does is they don't the pressing plant doesn't clean off the machines in between. So the clear like the second press ends up having a bunch of color splatter through. So a lot of our clear records have like a cool blood splattery type effect on them, which turned out pretty rad. We were excited about that. And yeah, the record that single's been doing really well.
Yeah, it's one of my wife's favorites. We get a lot of music coming through here, and she's like, "When is Running from Daylight gonna come out with a new one?" And I said, "Well, you forgot about the split with Doghouse Rose." And she's like, "Oh yeah," and she's like, "Put that on."
Right on, right on. I'm glad to hear she digs it so much.
Oh yeah.
The split that we did with Doghouse Rose, that was for Missing Fink as well. Doghouse Rose is another Canadian rockabilly-esque band. We've played some shows with them. A really cool group of people, and yeah, we meshed really well, and Johnny really dug their music as well. So we put it together and put together a drinking a themed split.
Yeah, man, it's really, really good. And
Thank you.
yeah, but you got tons of other stuff as well. Like you have a lot of music out there.
Yes, so we after I guess it was shortly after the split was released, we released our newest EP, which is called Horror Scream All About It. It's a 6-track EP. It's been released just digitally so far. And we're working with Missing Fink Records as well on this one to release a 4-track 7-inch coming up soon that we're really stoked about. It's in the test pressing stage right now, and it's going to be another fun one. If you haven't had a chance yet to give it a listen, the digital copies online on all major streaming platforms as well as Bandcamp, and we'd love to hear feedback from anyone who has a chance to listen.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and I love a copy for myself. Um,
There'll be one on your way as soon as we can. Don't worry.
Johnny always takes care of us over here.
Good to hear.
So tell me about the band. Who's all in the band? How did you get together? And what's it like in your neighborhood?
So I'm the upright bass player in the band. Andrew Bellini Rutledge is our front man, so he does the majority of the singing and rhythm guitar. Troy Jasper is our lead guitar player, and he does a bit of singing as well. And then Tark Rashwan is our drummer. The band formed, I guess it would have been at some point in 2016. Me and Andrew had been coworkers for a couple years at the time, and we kind of realized that we were both into music, and so we started jamming together a bit and trying to write some songs and see how it goes and just have fun with it. And we're having a lot of trouble settling on a genre. So we wrote a couple of things, weird things, like different acoustic things, different folk things. We did like a metal song at one point, and then I ended up buying an upright bass. Previous to that, I was always playing bass guitar. So I get this upright bass, and I'm telling Andrew about it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really into like rockabilly and psychobilly, so I wanted to try this. And Andrew's like, oh, no way, psychobilly is one of my favorite genres as well. So it's rare to find another person that even knows what it is, let alone likes it.
Yeah.
So we started, that was kind of got the ball rolling on writing a bunch of music, and we found some stuff that we really enjoyed playing and enjoyed writing. So we wanted to take it to the next step. We found Tark Rashwan is a drummer that I went to school with. And he originally, I knew he was a great drummer because I'd heard his band, his old band. It was this political punk band called Against Belief that was out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. And I was a big fan of his work, so I asked him to join. So we jammed with him for a bit. And when we started looking for a second guitar player, that's when Tarek recommended his friend Troy, who was originally from the Winnipeg area as well, and recently moved to London, Ontario. So we got together with him, and things clicked from the first jam session.
That's awesome. So you have a new EP coming out. How do you, I'm curious because Johnny has such a great way of putting music out. How does your relationship work with him? How did you guys come in contact with him? I'm a big fan of everything that he does, so I'm asking as a fan as well.
Yeah, I'm first off, I'm a big fan of everything Johnny's been doing too. He's been working nonstop to get Missing Fink up and running, and he's put together such a great group of bands that we're honored to be a part of it. What happened when I got connected with Johnny? It would have been just after Elvis Ain't Dead Yet, like our album was released. So sometime mid 2017, I saw this Facebook group pop up from some friend, Missing Fink Records. So I just joined the group. I posted a link of Running from Daylight's music, like the new album. Just, hey, how's it going? This is our music. Please let us know what you think. And then within about 20 minutes, I'd heard back from Johnny, and he was like, "Oh, I really dig the album. I want to put it out on my record label. We just started it, called Missing Fink Records." At the time, they hadn't even it was just starting. It was right I don't think they'd released any records yet at that point. So it was right on the ground floor, and which has been awesome because I've been able to watch it. Like, it's been crazy watching it grow to what it is today.
I know. The one of the cool things he did recently was the Zombierella picture disc, and I was like I bought one because my wife loves her, and he's like, dude, you know, I would have hooked you up, but I was like, no. But
yeah, he's such a good guy.
So where do you guys play? Where do you guys like to play? Do you tour? How much of Canada do you hit? How much of the States do you hit?
So far we've only been playing in Canada. We haven't had an opportunity to go to the States yet. We've talked to Johnny about it a couple times, but it just didn't materialize. Canadians going into the States, there's a lot of paperwork and customs type stuff to deal with. So we haven't gotten the opportunity to actually figure all that stuff out yet. we're still pretty new. For Canada, we've traveled through southwestern Ontario, so as far as Oshawa from London, so that's about a 3.5 hour drive north, and then we've been as south as Sarnia.
Oh wow. So the message I'm getting from your music is just about fun, having a good time, and not taking things too seriously. Just it's just really fun music. Is that what inspires you? Just get out there and have fun.
That's exactly it. None of us take things too seriously. We're just having fun, enjoying the opportunity to play music together and write music that reflects that. Like whenever anyone asks what our music's about, I always tell them it's like the whole point of it is to just be having fun and enjoying yourself. With there's so I'd say about half the tracks are like partying related, so drinking with your friends, having a good time, and then the other half are kind of like Scooby-Doo level horror. So like very campy, very fun, just like wanting to have fun. You like it's kind of a reflection of the artwork that we've
Yeah,
used to
absolutely.
kind of like I feel like it all melds together really well. Some of the topics, like I know Elvis Ain't Dead Yet, the title track of our first record, the whole point of like the whole story behind that song is it's like it's about Elvis being brought back to life by the CIA, wanting him to be some sort of like a spy or secret agent or something. But zombie Elvis just has too much fun partying and having a good time.
That's awesome. So you're in. Are you? How is your area in quarantine right now? What's it like there?
At this point, like it's been, I guess, what, 3 months now since everything kind of locked down. Me and Andrew, like, we're both fortunate to be able to work from home through all this. So we've been able to keep busy and keep occupied. Our drummer is stuck in Winnipeg right now. He traveled back home right before the quarantine, and then it made more sense to stay home with family than because he could work from home as well. So it's been all right. Like it's not people aren't on as high alert now, and now that it's warmer, like it's not like you're seeing more people out and about, which is a good thing. It's nice to see people. It's important to be practicing safe social distancing and everything to keep things down, and hopefully we can ride it out until it's get rid of it soon so we can get back to playing shows.
Yeah. Are you writing now? Are you writing some new stuff? Maybe to test on the road.
Yeah, exactly. So we've all been kind of working on a couple new songs and a couple new styles that we want to approach. I think our next release will be a little bit more in the rockabilly direction. I'd say horror scream all about it was a bit more horror punk-esque, a little bit horror punk with an upright bass, and I'm kind of hoping to push more back into the rockabilly roots.
Very cool. Very cool. I wanna say, was it 4 months ago? I saw on Apple iTunes running from daylight, running from daylight, running from daylight. I'm like, where is all this stuff coming from? So I'm downloading like crazy, and I got to listen to a few of them, but I didn't realize there was so much out there. So people need to know where to find you. Where can they find you?
So we can be found on like Apple Music and Spotify and all those type of streaming sites. If you're into that's the way you listen to your music. We also have everything on Bandcamp, which is called at rfd.bandcamp.com. So there we have our most recent release, Horror Scream All About It. We have our first album, Elvis Ain't Dead Yet, and we also have our debut EP called Coffin for Two. So Coffin for Two, when we released that, We were just a fresh band, like we hadn't even played a show yet, and we made it a like free or pay what you can download on Bandcamp in order to try to generate listens and generate downloads and able to reach people that wouldn't normally reach, which went really well. And we decided to keep it as a free download or pay what you can download, so that everybody can get like some sort of sampler of Running from Daylight. That way, if you listen to it, you can download it. If you like what you hear, then they can check out our other stuff as well.
Awesome. Do you have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook?
Yes, yeah. So all the regular social media. So we have Facebook and Instagram. We're pretty active on. Our YouTube channel has all of our recent videos and all of our music videos, a couple live videos, things like that. We do have a Twitter as well. We're not very good at keeping up to date on that. That's one that we've kind of let to the wayside. But Instagram, Facebook are the best places to reach us.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add in closing that I might not have touched on?
Well, I think you covered it all. Thank you so much for having us on tonight. Thanks for having me on for the interview, and thanks for all your support you've given us. It really means a lot to us. As a small band in Canada, it feels humbling to have people listening to us from your part of the world as well.
Yeah, man. It's really a pleasure just to get to know the musicians that I can actually talk to them rather than texting, because you guys have been nothing but cool to us, and I just think you guys after this quarantine are gonna blow up. I seriously do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So I want to say good night to you, and everybody check out Running from Daylight. This is Garrett Keith, and he's pretty rad. See you, Garrett.
Take care. See you later, Ryan.